welcome. And today I'll be doing an insight about what should give us confidence in our existing, right? So, now the reason why I'm saying this is because, sometimes, and I'm generalizing, but I know this to be true because I go through this, and sometimes things happen in our life which make us feel stupid, or which make us feel like unworthy, or which make us feel like we shouldn't be, or that we are not worthy, or whatever, right? And those things are outside, well, they're generally outside of our control. We have no control over it. So why should we let it control us? First and foremost, okay? That's first and foremost. But number two, all right, is why do we feel like we have no right? Or why do we feel like it's not our place? Or why do we feel like XYZ? Generally, it's because we aren't in that state. We are not in that frame of mind yet. So all we need to do is get in that frame of mind. That's one point that I want to make. Now, what was I getting at? I go off on these tangents and I forget where I've been. Alright, so, but mainly, usually when we feel sad or uncomfortable within our own skin, or when we feel less than, it's because we are cutting ourselves off from source. Okay, what is source? Source is God, aka God. And God just is. Okay, God is the creative energy behind everything that exists in this universe. Or should I say this ever expanding universe? Right? So, if God is the creative energy behind this ever expanding universe, then that means God has created you. And if God has created you, then God, the creator, okay, of this universe, has seen it fit to create you. Alright? Do creators decide on what they're going to create? No, they just create just to create. Okay? Exactly like two adults having fun create sometimes. Well, they create sometimes one and sometimes not. They create a human. Okay? Now, it's best if you want to create a human with the other person, but other times it just happens. Right? But what is the basis of creation? The basis of creation is just the wonder and the beauty of seeing something that you joyously put the effort in to make. Okay? Might be a pie, might be a lasagna, might be a kid, might be, well, kid, not a baby goat. Although goats make baby goats, but I mean, it might be a baby, it might be a work of art, it might be a painting, might be a mural, might be a chemistry paper, might be a university degree, might be a whatever. Okay? So that is creation. It's just the love of creating. You create just because you want to create. That's it. That's what the main idea is. And that is connected directly to something that one of my coaches, Christopher Duncan, has said. If you want to really be able to follow your joy, follow your bliss, make sure that you're going in the right direction, follow your happiness, follow what would make you happy, create what would make you happy. So, going back to cutting yourself off from the joy and the bliss that is connecting with source, what does that generally mean? It's you cutting yourself off from your birthright, which is the joy and bliss of being connected to God. And I mentioned this in the first part of the video, but when you are heartbroken, when you are sad, when something outside of your control has harmed you, okay, it is up to you to separate yourself from that thing that has harmed you or that has saddened you, and to be like, listen, at least to yourself, that thing or that person does not need to know. But you, to yourself, need to tell yourself this. That's their perception. That's what they want. My happiness is not contingent on or dependent on their choice. So, I am just going to continue living my life and making me happy. And that thing that I want that'll make me happy will come find me. Or we'll find each other. That is the state of mind you need to be in. And I'm going to be honest. It hasn't been long since I've been in this frame of mind myself. And sometimes it's awesome. Sometimes it's quite, I easily pop in and out of this framework mentality. And when I feel myself feeling all the emotions and going down the deep end, I'm like, okay, now I need to bring myself back, because if I allow myself to go down this negative spiral, right, this negative vortex, it will be very hard for me to get back to a positive vortex. You want to stay minimum neutral. Be like, okay, this happened. That's fine. I'll still be able to exist until I find the right circumstance. I'm good. Okay? We're fine. The important thing is that I am fine. I am good. Yes, it is better if we are in a state of joy and bliss constantly, but sometimes the external reality does not allow that to be a state of being that is continuous. Okay? And so if we can't continually create that in our environment, all we need to do is just experience life and just know that if our aim is to recreate joy and bliss within our reality, it will not take long until we can recreate that state of flow, that state of happiness. Alright, so it's just a matter of time. Now, full state of joy, full state of happiness does not come all that often. So when it does come, you need to be able to ride that wave fully, to take advantage of every single moment. But the best way to keep yourself in that state is to constantly notice good things in your day, to keep a appreciation journal. I call it an appreciation journal. Others call it a gratitude journal. It doesn't matter what you call it, as long as it's something that you enjoy, right? And that you want to come back to. And listening to songs that make you happy, being around people that make you happy, or at least creating the reality around you that will keep you happy, right? Making sure that you've ixnayed the people that bring you down, or at least that you've minimized the time you spend with them. So, ultimately, a way to keep yourself feeling good, complete, and happy and whole is to do what our Creator wanted us to do, which is create. So, if you are feeling down, if you are feeling unhappy, create art, create movement, create food, create connections, create people. Go out, do something. Okay? Or if you're more of an introvert, stay indoors and do something. Paint, draw, read, write a novel. I don't know. Just go get lost in the process of creation. And I'm pretty sure you will be able to get yourself out of that headspace. Okay? One of the ways that I got myself out of that headspace when it happened to me was I started creating YouTube content. I started creating videos. Okay? I started creating posts. That's what I did. being in the creative mode, being in the creative juices is what makes you more valuable. Okay? And generally, the more creative people have the higher paying jobs. Right? Not necessarily all of them, but if you, in different states, okay, chiefs of staff, chief of finance, chief of this, chief of that, they got there because they have shown their ability to generally create solutions in situations that others can't. Right? I'm kind of riffing at this point, going with the flow of my inspiration, but that is the main idea. Just go with what you got and create what you want to create, because that is the closest way for you to get in alignment with your happiness. I don't know why, that just came to mind. In any case, so what is something you will think about creating at the moment? Now, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and here on YouTube for more content. So let me know. Enjoy!